Hello everybody, and welcome back. I'm Concristo, and this is the Path to Modernity campaign in France, MEIOU in Texas 3.0, more like 3.0 point, I don't know, 16 or something. I can't remember what patch we're on. It's been a hot minute since I last played this game, but we're just going to dive pretty much straight back in. At the end of the video, I will talk about future plans for the series, where we're going to go from here. Or, you know, maybe halfway through or whatever, and why there's been such a big gap. But for now, let's just get straight into the action. So, we've got a bunch of colonies running. The balance sheet is looking pretty nice. We're investing lots, and obviously we're working on our bureaucratic corruption. We also have some fairly privileged and powerful nobility, which is something we definitely want to be working on. But in the short term, we're at war with Brandenburg, the Bohemian conquest of somewhere. Bohemia. Are you my personal union? No, you're just my ally. Okay, so we're just helping out our buddy Bohemia. I always like Bohemia. I don't know why. I just like I mean, this sounds odd. I just like this area. It's nice. It's such a geographical, it's such a kind of natural bordered area with the kind of ring of mountains here. It's just such a, I don't know. I really like it. Maybe it's Kingdom Come Deliverance has got me. Wow, look how well it's running. Obviously, expedition has failed. It's okay. You can send a new one. So army placement. Where are my armies? One big one here, probably because of a rebel problem. Ah, yes, yearly ticks and all that jazz. There we go. All right, bonus taxation. Right, we have a tax break right now. We're at low stability. Got one army here. Not much unrest in the region. Some up in Wessex. Okay, and the other armies, where are they at? Got one over here, one in Spain. What are you doing there? You're probably being shipped to the New World, I have to imagine. One down here, okay, with some transports. So there's still quite a bit of unrest in our new Brazilian holdings. We recently yoinked them from Portugal, I assume. Well, they don't have cores. Oh, they have some cores. Is the land Portuguese? Culture. Oh no, it's Castilian. Some of it's Francian. Not sure why there's so much unrest down here then. What's actually causing this unrest? Alright, there's Portuguese. But here's Pantheon, yeah. What's going on here? Some from Intolerance. Ah, is there... Right, that's actually Pantheist. Okay. Did we go Protestant? No, but you have. French Brazil has gone Lutheran. Okay. Someone points out in the comments, and they're not wrong, that we probably should have gone Protestant, insofar as it represented a kind of modernizing of the church, the ways the churches were run and stuff like that, but I think it's a bit late for that now. Yeah. Oh, yes, and I was going to try and look into forcing some centers of Counter-Reformation to form, but, well, that didn't happen, so, oh well. Anyway, we've got these transports. Okay. So you guys, let's have you come up here. I love that when you send them to patrol here, they just bounce back and forth on these islands. And you guys, yeah, you're going home. You're there, and you're in the east. So in the east, any unrest? No. In which case, I think I'm going to have you guys return home. Yeah, given that there's basically no unrest over here, you guys can actually just come home. Because what we're going to do, I think, maybe I'll start talking about the future of the series now, is we're going to begin, don't freak out, we're going to begin to wrap up the series. Because, basically, there's been a lot of updates. We're running on EU4 version 1.30.06. It's not really point, it's dot, but whatever. Some knowledge for unrest. And it's updated to the most up-to-date version of EU4 now. We can run on 1.33. So we should begin to wrap up the series. But I'm not just going to cut it. I'm not just going to suddenly end. We need to get to a kind of satisfying conclusion. So there's still places to... Yeah, let's go to southern... South... I want to go to Southern Cone. Is this the Southern Cone? Let's try going there. I want to get to a satisfying conclusion. So we're going to push hard for our land border. Which is not selected anymore. That's weird. let's remind ourselves of our land border objectives. They are something like this. We probably, I mean, I don't want to take these ones that just go over the Rhine, but maybe we stretch it a bit to that. I'd like to stay this side of the Rhine, but you can't always have what you want. Some of these are a bit hard to select. Something like that? Or do you drop these two? It's not perfect. I think that's probably right there. And then also we need burn and down here. To at least, I think, here is a good bit. And then we'll give Genoa this area down here, basically. But as our European border. That's more or less the objective. And obviously also England must die, naturally. That is more or less the objective, I think, of the campaign. And that's what I'm going to try and start moving towards with a higher degree of focus, shall we say. That's the end state that we're pushing towards. Obviously, while we're doing that, we'll want to keep reforming, we'll want to do all that stuff. You know, the better we can modernize our nation, the better we can, execute on our wars. So that's always good. New idea. But yeah, we're not going to worry too much about colonization and expanding into new colonial holdings. We've got a fantastic colonial trading empire, which already allows us to reach the vast wealths of China and India. We're already siphoning off, I mean, not even siphoning off because it's not the asymmetrical, ahistoric trade system that exists in vanilla. Trade is actually, bidirectional and mutually beneficial. So we're not siphoning off, but we're already getting huge quantities of wealth from our massive global trade network. Yeah, that's the objective. What are we doing tech-wise? Pretty good. Excuse me, sorry. A little behind on some stuff. And institutions-wise, we've got Colombian imports. Scientific methods, why is this not spreading? Because we need Tech 27, right, which we're getting there on. And then global trade, we've embraced already, right? No, okay, we haven't embraced global trade. Or, how can I tell if I've embraced it? That's such a noob question. Okay, yeah, it would say embraced here. We need to embrace this, which is probably what I'm currently saving for. And then academia is not coming for a while yet. Okay, cool. So global trade will help with trade power and merchants abroad, and of course, getting rid of this penalty. That's the other way you can tell if you've embraced it, of course. Duh. Can you tell it's been like a month and a half? So while this war goes on, let me explain why it's been so long. I got COVID in late February? Was that right? Something like that. Maybe mid to late February. And that knocked me out for like, I don't know, a week and a half. I think it was 10 days. I was stuck in bed. That was not fun. And then I was beginning to get better, and I got the flu. It was just not my spring, basically. Should I be coring? No, I definitely shouldn't be coring because we need to get the next admin tech for the institution. But yeah, it's just not been my spring. So I've been tired and out of work and not able to exercise and gaining weight and all in all, haven't felt like recording. Partly because I've been, making a determined effort to make my lungs be on the outside for a substantial portion of spring. But I'm now feeling mostly better. Still need to get back in shape a bit and lose some weight. But other than that, I'm back, baby. And it's time for some more EU4. Also, I would be lying if I didn't say that one of the reasons I haven't felt so inspired to play MEIOU and Taxes recently is because of Grey Eminence. Grey Eminence is if you haven't heard, search it on YouTube and a bunch of my videos will come up and explain what it is, but it's this incredibly ambitious new grand strategy project. And it's not like an M&T killer. It will definitely offer a very different experience. But it has a lot of the same amazing things about it. And I'm not going to fully go into explaining what it is now because I've spent many plenty of time, not many, anything, but plenty of time explaining what it is on other videos, which you can go and check out if you like. But where was I going with this? Yes, so it slightly made me temporarily uninspired to play M&T, because M&T is an incredible, truly incredible accomplishment about which I cannot say enough good things by any stretch. You know my love for M&T if you're... Oh, crap. Just threw away some lives there. You know my love for M&T if you're watching this series, I assume. And it's just that M&T is obviously having to... The mountain they have to climb is significantly higher because it is a mod. It's not a game. They weren't able to, you know, pick their engine and build it really the way that they could have done if they were, you know, a full dev team as opposed to a modding team. And what they've accomplished... So where did that actually go? Oh, it was down here, I think. Cool. What they've accomplished is all the more impressive because it's a mod, but there are many restrictions. So we're about to get, you know, whatever, a 30-second yearly tick that I've been kind of editing out by pausing the recording the last couple of episodes. But I'll just leave this one since I'm, you know, already chatting. And the idea of a game that scratches the same itch as M&T without those restrictions, with the very interesting Unity blobs, or whatever is it blobs, something like that, engine that they're I'm not sure if it's an engine or a technology that runs within an engine. I'm no coder. Is very, very inspiring and makes some of the limitations of M&T feel a bit harder to bear, because before, and you know, still unless and until Eminence comes out and it actually does scratch the same itch that M&T does, which, you know, it may yet not. Ooh, okay, absolutism. We'll talk about that in a second. It may yet not. It may come out worse. It may never come out. You know, games projects are hard, very, very hard, and frequently fail. Not to be negative. That's just the reality of the situation. But until it does come out, you know, there's no reason to not play MEIOU and Taxes, because there might be a preferable, in some ways preferable alternative. And even if I were to switch to playing Grey Eminence, that would never be a indictment on M&T. I mean, this is the game. I think I have now. I'm not sure, but I think I might have now spent more time playing M&T than vanilla EU4, and I think even so, M&T would be my... If that's not the case, M&T and EU4 are the first and second place ranked... Why are we not trading with Lake Chad yet? Are my first and second ranked most played games. Even when you divide my EU4 time between vanilla and EU4, I think they're still first and second place in terms of the games I've played most in my life. So it's no knock against them, but yeah. The inspiring nature of some of the stuff about Grey Eminence left me a tiny bit hesitant to come back to playing M&T. Certainly not in the fullness of time. I thought the one you previously sent it to showed up at the top. Ah, it's probably because it's full. That's my guess. Well, let's just see if there's any room in Peru. Yeah, left me a tiny bit hesitant. But clearly not hesitant enough, because I'm back. And we're playing more of this beautiful, beautiful mod on this beautiful game. So, how close are we getting on tech? Right, so absolutism has triggered. Happy to see that did indeed trigger. My mod is working. Very proud of myself making that mod, by the way. Lots of people helped, but I'm very proud of myself. Not to talk myself up too much, but, you know, I'm not one for false modesty. I have at least 5 different promoted cultures. We might be able to do that. Yeah, we could, actually. How much would it cost? It's going to cost us, like... I should definitely be able to do 4 times this. Much quicker than that. Like 700 Diplo power? Is 700 Diplo power worth it for an extra unlock here? It probably is for the power projection. Yeah, I think it's worth it because power projection is worth a lot. And Diplotech doesn't matter, right? I mean, we're not integrating anyone? No. And Diplotech is by far the least valuable. And our subjects are, well, I mean, Castile. I should definitely have been improving relations with Castile. Did we just have to re-war them or something? How old am I? Am I going to die and lose this personal union? 41, that's not that young. It's not that old, but I think rulers can start dying of old age at... Is it 30? I think it's 30. Anyway, what was I talking about? I'm so good at trains of thought, man. Oh yeah, and we might take Holland as well. Just nick like up to here, because of the trade. I don't think I want that one. We'll just burn that city down. But I think that's probably that's not an unreasonable addition, I would say. Yeah, that's still a nice border. It's not perfect here, but... And this bit is what really burns me up. Do we take worms? I think we don't. I mean, that is actually a tiny bit better, isn't it? Maybe. The thing we could do... We should take mines, because it's like on the cusp. Maybe we take this one, and the law is like... Then we don't take these two. And the law is, yes, it's a protrusion, but this is the trading post with the empire, basically. This is where all of the wealth goes from France across the Rhine, and we have to hold a bit of land across the Rhine to, you know, secure our interests in trading with the empire without having to pay tariffs to one person, because we could go in multiple directions. So maybe that's what we go with. It is a little noodly appendage-esque, though, isn't it? Anyway, give me a claim on their highest dev province. Was I talking about COVID? Grey Eminence? I can't remember. How is our aggressive expansion in Europe? It's pretty high. So we are going to have to let a lot of time go. Ideally, we do some reconquests, but I don't think we have any ability to do that. We could also try and offer some vassalages. How many relationship slots are we using right now? 7 of 7. Oh, hello. What just happened? Ah, peace. And they have elected Brunswick. Wow, did Bohemia... End their overlordship, Brandenburg will convert to Hussite. Okay, Brandenburg was the old HRE emperor, and so them converting to Hussite has actually kicked them out and forced an election. We got some favors. I don't think I got any land. Not that I was expecting any. But that's pretty cool. Hussite is making a play. They've already got Bohemia and Austria. Bohemia, by the way, is one of the countries I'm considering playing next, as is Brandenburg and Austria. I think Austria might be interesting as a both empire and trading faced nation. That could be quite cool. We have played Bohemia before. Haven't played Austria. I know Lambert played Austria way back in the day when 2.5 first came out and enjoyed it, or maybe even 2.0. But yeah, those are in the running. I probably won't have started the next campaign by the time this video is uploaded because I have no backlog at the moment. Looted some cash, nice. I probably won't have started the next series by the time this video is uploaded. So in the comments, do tell me what you'd like to see next, what kind of country. I know lots of people will say outside Europe, and I'm just telling you now, probably not outside Europe. One of the ones I'm definitely thinking about is China. I would love to play China again. I don't know who in China. Maybe Yuan and try and turn it around, but China's on the agenda, as is India, but I think I might fall back to my roots and play Europe again. We'll see. We'll see. You know what else I might do? Although I'm not sure how much work this would do. I might try and mod monuments into M&T, because I'm pretty sure... Are they called monuments in EU4? I've actually never played a campaign with monuments. The DLC's been out for ages, and I've played like, I don't know, 600 hours of M&T since 600 hours of EU4 since monuments came out, but I don't think I've actually played a campaign where I used monuments. Oh no, I did that Ulm campaign. I think the Ulm campaign had monuments, but... I recognise that my train of thought is slightly all over the place today. I am not fully recovered. I don't know if you've heard, but COVID is not very fun. And leaves you a little scatterbrained, at least in my experience. Alderman has died. Okay, well, we'd like another... Yeah, these both look good. We have no inflation. Yeah, let's go with this guy. I'd like to see an inflation overhaul in MT 3.0. I think that'd be fun. because inflation as it is at the moment, I mean, in EU4, obviously, it bears absolutely no resemblance to how inflation actually works. The game acts like any inflation is a bad thing, which is, you know, incoherent. And inflation increases your loan repayments, which I think is funny, without reducing the size of your loan. I think a currency system would be interesting, because you could, well, I don't know how you'd do it. I'm pretty sure Grey Eminence isn't attempting it. I think they're having a global currency. You'd have to have some kind of like currency union mechanic. Like a lot of different countries in this period accepted each other's currency. Like you could spend Italian ducats in France in kind of 1750, I'm pretty sure. So I have no idea how you would model. Hey, 2 more merchants. I have no idea how you would model that. How you would kind of have the player engage with. I know we might not actually benefit from collecting there, but we don't need to. I'm less in a min-maxing mood now, basically. Now that we're trying to move towards some kind of conclusion on this series. I do want to collect on. We actually have at least some trade power, though. I mean, we're collecting freaking everywhere. Are we already collecting in the whole New World? No. All right. Oh no, I am collecting there. And there, there's so many blooming merchants, dude. Yeah. I might just leave this merchant idle. That seems ridiculous. Aha! Okay, we have 2% here in Crimea. We'll collect there. Yeah, currency would just be... It'd be very challenging. Anyway. So, first off, this is going up by... How much per year? Only 6? Okay, so we've got to not die for quite a while. Because of all that violating the Treaty of Tordesillas and the slight 230 aggressive expansion. Just a wafer thin 200 aggressive expansion. Trading in map value 5. Cool. The other thing we're going to do, which I was briefly thinking about with the Diplo slots, is we're going to try and peacefully vassalize some people. It seems like that would be a prudent move. Stability's still going up. Good. And corruption's still coming down, actually. So we can't crack down on corruption directly. We have all the stuff for oh no, don't reform the government. We have all the stuff in meritocracy now, right? Like it's spreading. Yeah, still not spreading in a couple of places, but we're getting there. We should probably. What do you need? It's only level 1 infrastructure. Maybe I should build level 1 capital infrastructure in a few more provinces, honestly. Or even level 2. What we could also really do with is having this guy inherit. Because once he inherits, all the places with capital infrastructure will grow significantly faster. But yeah, we need level 2 at least. I think we should actually do that. Let's build some more. Meanwhile, what most needs reforming right now? We're not very stable, though. It doesn't hurt stability, though. We do get some more corruption. And this one gives... You get more elite power from wealth, but more administrative efficiency. And admin efficiency also lowers the cost of paying your bureaucrats, which is a high and increasing cost. If we look here at realm expenses, our wages are the vast majority of the money that we're spending. So yes, let's do that. Let's do educational requirements, bringing up loyalty, and also increasing relations. But also, no, can't do that. I've got to get head librarians first. Okay, so cities that don't have capital infrastructure being built. You're building harborage. Okay, so you. But I also need the cash to accept the institution. Damn. Okay. We won't build anything yet. We embrace the institution, we take the next tech level, then we build a bunch more capital infrastructure. Center of Reformation disappears. I should have read that. You can invest in new technology. More innovation. More innovativeness, rather. And we can embrace it. Okay, so is there anywhere really close to getting it? 60. No, is the answer. Okay. 6,000 ducats. And we've embraced global trade. Amazing. And now we can handily afford this. And I have nothing else to spend military points on. And we need to take it in the next 50 days. So sure. Hussars it is. 6 years ahead of time. It matters not to the modernizing French state. We are the glorious demi-culverins. Okay. More conversions. Go for it. Can we convert this province, by the way? Not quite. Getting there, though. Getting there. You love to see it. All right, and on that happy note of the institution embracement, I will call it a part here. I'm going to try and shorten the episodes so that I can continue to build up a big backlog. I really like being able to release these episodes consistently, so you guys know there's going to be one there. I don't like it when, you know, a break knocks me out or whatever, and or I'm knocked out and have to take a break, and stuff stops being consistent, because I personally value consistency in content creators I watch, and I like to try and be the content creator that I would most like to follow. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Much appreciated. Hope you're all happy to see the grand return, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.